Hello, my name is Mark Warkowski and I want to welcome you to the Office of Acquisition. By this point, I guess you probably had a chance to meet several of the folks who work in this office and hopefully got a sense of their enthusiasm and the importance of this mission. I think many of you might be interested to know that CBP didn't always have an Office of Acquisition. In fact, we're one of the newest organizations here in CBP. And I think that's important for you to understand because we were created at a time that CBP was growing, the importance and visibility of our mission was increasing, and we started to understand that it was very important in order to perform our mission to make sure that our frontline agents and officers and our mission support people always had the right tools, the right capabilities, so that they could perform the mission well and efficiently. And as we started to do that, we did not have an Office of Acquisition. We did not have expertise. We didn't even understand what the critical competencies of acquisition were. And we had a lot of very notable failures, or setbacks, or delays, or cost increases. And there were demands from the department, and there were demands from Congress, and there were demands from the public that we needed to do better, that we were stewards of the taxpayers' money, and more importantly, we were stewards of the capabilities that would allow our frontline agents to perform their mission. And so the leadership of CBP at one point understood that they needed to turn to acquisition professionals. They needed to turn to people who could understand how to take a broad requirement, a mission need, and could turn it into something that we could put in people's hands to help them produce this mission. And over the last several years, we've been doing that. And over the last several years, we've been building our reputation. And then over the last several years, we've been creating and reinforcing and supporting and developing the kind of people you've met who are so committed to the mission and so good at what they do, the people you met earlier in these videos in this presentation. And now you're going to join those people, and we're thrilled to have you here. I want you to understand the perceptions that others have of us. I was in a discussion some time ago where the then Deputy Commissioner was struggling with a very significant challenge. And he was looking for where would he find the kind of people with the kind of skills who could handle that. And interestingly enough, it was not an acquisition challenge, it was not a contracting challenge, it was not a procurement challenge. It was a broad support to mission challenge. And he came and talked to me and asked me for my deputy, as a matter of fact, at the time. And he apologized and he said, I know I keep stealing your deputies, because this was about the third time he'd done that. But here's the thing, Mark. What we didn't realize when we created your office was that it would attract the kinds of people that we didn't even know existed, with the kinds of talents that we didn't know existed. People who could define a problem. People could lay out a plan to address that problem. People could track progress against that plan. People who could adjust to variances and setbacks in that plan, and people who could produce the result. That's what our office is about. Our office is about understanding the job, understanding the task, turning the needs and requirements and opportunities of our frontline resources as well as our mission support personnel, and turning that into cost-effective, timely services and tools to support them. Now, I don't know how many of you have had a chance to study the mission of CBP, but the contribution to this mission is really important, and it's a very diverse and broad mission. I'm constantly surprised by what CBP is responsible for. Most of you probably are aware of things like border security, welcoming people at ports. But did you know that CBP is responsible for protecting intellectual property? Did you know that CBP is responsible for making sure that dangerous goods and toys and products don't get into the country, into the hands of people who could be harmed? Did you know that CBP is responsible for protecting vulnerable workforces, people like child labor or enslaved women who are in sweat factories? We are responsible for making sure those products don't make it into this country as an incentive to that kind of behavior. CBP has responsibility to protect lives. CBP has responsibility to protect people in large venues, for example, the Super Bowl. CBP is the largest law enforcement entity in the United States. It's a huge mission. It's a mission that is only supported and done because of what people in acquisition and procurement do to provide services to those folks. So we're proud of what we do. We're proud of our people, and we're proud that you're joining us. Welcome to the Office of Acquisition, and I look forward to working with you.